Hey guys, so today's will be a pretty quick video. I'll just be giving you guys a routine or program to help double your max pull-ups. So this is a routine that I follow that helped me go from 7 to 17 pull-ups as my max. And it's also fairly simple, easy, it's straightforward. It's also sustainable, so you will not get injured if you do this. And in today's video, I will be sharing that routine and also sharing some tips and other thoughts when trying to improve your max pull-ups. And if you can't do any pull-ups, that's also fine. Just substitute everything I'm about to say with either assisted pull-ups or negatives. And if you don't know what negatives are, basically you just start at the top of the movement, so on top of the bar, and then you slowly let yourself go down. And I actually used to do these when I couldn't do any pull-ups either. So let's get to the routine. Okay, so here is the routine. Once a week, I would do a max effort attempt. So this basically means I would do 4 to 5 sets until failure every time. And your first set is going to be your max pull-ups, obviously. I would recommend doing this on day 1 of the challenge or whatever, just so you guys can get a gauge of where you are, and it'll be helpful for tracking your progress as well. So the rest of the routine, basically I just call working days, and you can do these 2 or 3 times a week. But basically, based off of whatever max you were able to get, I would do 3 to 5 sets of pull-ups, and the range I would do is between 50 and 70% of whatever your max was. So for example, my max was 7 on the first week. So then during these working days, I would do sets of 5. Most of the time I would just do 5 sets of 5, and that worked well for me. And as your max gets higher, the rep range can be closer and closer to 50%. But I would say during the working days, the most you would want to do for a single set is 10 pull-ups, because once you can easily do 8 to 10 pull-ups during these working days, instead of adding reps, I would just start adding weight. And adding weight, I found, is a great way of progressively overloading pull-ups. So in terms of how much weight you should add, I would definitely start slowly, but ideally you would be able to pick a weight where doing 5 to 7 reps would be difficult, but it wouldn't be complete failure. And once you're comfortable using that weight to get 8 to 10, back to the 8 to 10 range, then I would increase the weight, go down to 5 to 7 reps, and keep repeating and keep increasing the weight, and you guys will see your pull-ups blow up. Okay, so a concrete example of this routine that you guys can follow is I had my Saturdays as the max effort day, and then on Monday and Thursday, those can be your working days. And then you just keep on repeating that every single week. Okay, so now we'll go over some of the notes and lessons I learned while doing this. And number 1 is you don't want to do pull-ups every single day. I remember, so in the beginning, once I started seeing progress, I got really excited, and I decided to start doing pull-ups every single day. Even with weighted pull-ups, I was like, all right, I just do these every day. You know, it's a very simple exercise. I didn't really see how someone could get hurt from doing too many pull-ups, but I was wrong. So one time during leg day, I was in between squats, and then I started doing a set of weighted pull-ups, and like my shoulder blade made a really loud popping sound. I'm not really sure what happened, but I just self-diagnosed myself as my shoulder blade rubbing up against my ribs, and it really hurt. So after that, for about a week or 2, I had a tough time raising my arm like this, and I don't know if this is for sure the cause, but I really think it's because of overtraining and then, you know, repeating this motion too many times. So number 2 is making sure you progressively overload your pull-ups. This is basically the same with whatever other exercises you guys are doing, but if you want your muscles to grow and you want to get stronger, you have to keep stimulating your muscles with more and more so they don't get used to a certain weight or a certain rep range. And like I mentioned earlier in the video, the best way to do this is with weighted pull-ups. Once you get to, I'd say about 8 reps, just start adding weight. Yeah, and once I started adding weight to my pull-ups, that's when I saw my body weight max pull-ups really go up like that. Okay, number 3, I would say is, it's fine to switch up the grip. You can switch off between overhand and neutral grip. They'll target similar muscles, but there's some differences, so it's good to just switch it up every once in a while. And the last tip or piece of advice is that progress is not linear. You're not gonna increase your max by like 1 or 2 every single week. I was recording my max pull-ups and I just throw the chart up onto the screen, but basically like there's one week I remember my max pull-ups went down and then it started going up. Also with pull-ups, I would say pull-ups really for most people, no matter how strong you are, they're gonna plateau at like 20 or 25 reps. Yeah, so I hope this video was helpful for you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.